Visit our sponsor, MTM Case Guard, right now at ammoboxes.com. That's ammoboxes.com. Manufacturers of ammo boxes, gun cases, rifle gun care, gun cleaning, and firearm maintenance centers and handgun cases. Check out their handgun mag can, tactical mag can, multi-mag can, and AK-47 mag cans. So many mag cans, so little time. A handgun mag can holds 10 double-stack handgun magazine. Tactical mag can, 15 magazines, 10, 20, or 30 rounds. Multi-mag can holds 10 double-stack handgun mags and 10 30-round AR-15 mags. Water-resistant O-ring seal, padlock tab. Ammo and magazines not included. MTM Case Guard is family-owned and operated since 1968, and all ammo boxes made in the good old USA. Innovative products built to last. Visit MTMCaseGuard.com right now for their dealer locator and AmmoBoxes.com for the retail store. Available in sporting goods stores and gun shops near you. Click the link below right now. I guarantee you, as I was talking with our video producer, that somebody massively entrenched in Hollywood more than likely set up the freaking stage for the presidential debate. I bet in fact, why don't you guys investigate that on your own? Find out who set up the debate. I mean, there's no difference between Hollywood and a freaking movie set or placing, CIA asset George Clooney, for example, as the face of the UN or the United Nations, speak on behalf of what's going on in Syria. I mean, all of it is propaganda. Let me give you a perfect case point here and an example of this. Remember the tragic Orlando terror attack? The shooting, just a massive tragedy, bloodbath, where the domestic terrorist goes in, massacres, what was it? It was like near, how many people I'm reading here? 49 people dead. Just think about that for a minute. That is just like the most tragic thing I've ever heard of in my life. 49 people killed at a gay nightclub, 53 and wounded 53 others. Is that right? We're talking almost 100 people either killed or injured. Mateen killed 49 people during the attack on the Pulse, a gay nightclub, and wounded 53 others. Yeah, that's right. Almost 100 people affected by this. Now, remember how the mainstream media told us that the motive for, Omar Mateen, the reason for the killing is that he was actually a closet homosexual, right? He liked to visit the gay club, so it was just motivated on his hate for the LGBTQ community and binary crowd. I don't know whether or not you keep a dick or not. In fact, there's actually another video from the Salads character where he dresses up like a transgender but looks like a total guy and tries to walk into women's bathrooms and they just shoo him out. He's actually kind of genius in the way he kind of stages. He's like a prankster. But remember how the mainstream media told us that was the motive? His hate for the gays, the bisexuals, the transgenders. He's also a closet homosexual, they say. And maybe that's true. Maybe he, was gay. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know the guy. Sexual relations with other men. I don't know. He's a freaking homosexual. Who really cares? But the mainstream media sold it to us like that was the primary motive and the only motivation for the killing of roughly 49 people and wounding of 53 others. Well, guess what comes out today? You know what his motive was? His actual motive, dictated by him when he was speaking with negotiators over the phone while he was on his rampage killing people. He was specifically triggered by a recent Pentagon drone strike in the Middle East. You see how people, they don't think that there's any consequences to what Barack Obama is doing, what Hillary Clinton is doing in this part of the world. He was triggered, not by gays, according to him. The mainstream media doesn't report this. He was triggered, quote, specifically by a Pentagon drone strike. Article goes on to say the domestic terrorist behind the Orlando nightclub massacre was motivated by a Pentagon drone strike in Iraq a month before the shooting, according to police transcripts made public last week. Conversations between Omar Mateen and an Orlando police negotiator on June 12th were kept secret by the FBI and local police until Friday. The secrecy contributed to misleading media accounts of the terrorist motives in the days after the killings. And it goes on here. It says how many people he killed. This is what he says specifically. Yo, the airstrike that killed Abu Wahid a few weeks ago, that's what triggered it, okay? That's what triggered it, said Mateen, who earlier in the conversation identified himself as a follower of the Islamic State terror group. And he also says that he wanted the U.S. government to stop bombing the shit out of Syria and Iraq and places like Afghanistan, etc. So the message I'm driving home here is there are consequences, very severe, deadly, homicidal consequences to the covert operations pushed by the United States federal government with the funding and arming of ISIS, in the creation and engineering of these destabilization campaigns, in the falsehood that made up the illegal invasion of Iraq and Afghanistan post-September 11, 2001. The consequences are death, murder, radical jihadi terrorism here in the United States of America. It's not because the guy was just, and maybe he was, just a closet homosexual. But the reason for the killing, according to him, and I think we've got to believe him when he's like, yo, this is the reason why, because you drone strike this dude, and I want you to stop bombing the shit out of Iraq. Another major story, panic, anxiety, as the globalist elite rush for luxury bunkers among the super rich in places like Los Angeles, where they're building underground bunkers. These start on the low end for the average Joe at 35,000 or something like that. Goes all the way up to the millions of dollars. But you see, the globalist elite are panicking. Hollywood's panicking. Anybody with money is panicking. Honest to God, panicking right now. They're just like, oh shit, what are we going to do? So what they're doing is they're going underground and building these bunkers so they can store their Rolls Royces and stuff. I don't know why you need a freaking Rolls Royce in your underground bunker if there's a nuclear attack, but who knows? All this terrorism, all these shootings, all the political discourse is scaring people. The election is scaring. Everybody's just frightened at all times. Something that is a keen objective of the globalist powers that be, by the way, and your government, by the way. Keep the fear rate really high. That's how they control you. So they're building all these luxury underground bunkers, some better than others, some more expensive than others, where there's bowling alleys and there's gardens and there's, all these, survival tools and all these kinds of things. It just tells you where things are going. The rise in safe rooms, for example, in places like New York City. A lot of actors, have these where they're just so concerned for their safety. Same thing with the banksters, too. I always said, make these people known so you know who these people are. Like the Wells Fargo CEO had to forfeit $40 million or something like that based on the last scandal, and all these people are leaving. I'm sure they won't be prosecuted, but they're having to forfeit money. These people are scared for their lives because they know they've been ripping you off for years, and now they're in the public eye. Right, all these bankster elites. So they're building their bunkers. They're buying property in places like New Zealand at $1 million+ a pop. A lot more than that. $1 million in New Zealand, for example, gets you a POS, place without a view, and it's a fixer-upper. But again, this tells you where things are going. Fears of another financial crisis. Deutsche Bank, the German bank, is facing a massive fine, I believe, from the United States right now, and it's raising fears of another looming financial crisis, like we've talked about here for years, like what we saw in 2008 and 2009. All of this is moving this direction, and it is very, very dangerous, folks. Where do you guys think that it goes from here? How do you think this ends? Can you see the forest through the trees past the election? Because all it is, folks, is political illusion. It's all it is. I did want to take some time to mention one of our sponsors today, ammoboxes.com. Get all of your ammo boxes, for your 9mm ammo, for your AK-47, all your guns, also MTMK Scar. These are the two companies. But you go to ammoboxes.com. You can check out their store. Again, they're one of these just loyal family-owned businesses that have been supporting us for a very long time. They've got amazing products. I've mentioned them many times before. Go to their website. Again, it's ammoboxes.com. We'll put a link in the description below. You can view their factory retail store for MTMK Scar at ammoboxes.com and see all of their line of products. Really pretty cool. You can see which ammo boxes are new for 2016, covering everything from handguns to your rifle to much larger ammo cans and crates. There's also this really cool shooting rest and table that they make that I would recommend checking out. There's a pretty cool YouTube video that they do on it as well. But I've got a ton of these boxes myself, great for storage, handling all your gear. Again, you can lock it up, child safety friendly, all of these things. So if you're in the market and you're looking at these types of products, survival gear, etc., you need storage, check out ammoboxes.com today. Support them, and by supporting them, you're supporting us. Let them know Christopher Green of Alternative Media Television sent them your way. I really, really, really appreciate it. So I can deliver the real truth and the real news. And you vote with your wallet, just like you vote with your wallet on demand, and you vote with our sponsors, supporting, we are the troops. You are the army. That's what we're building here, is a freaking army of intellectuals, an army of ideas, combating this totalitarian system that makes up, the Orwellian idiocracy nightmare that is not just America, but the world today.